Some believe that chance determines the moment of our birth, but what if I told you that the Bible suggests something much deeper? According to the scriptures, God chose our month of birth for a specific purpose. Each month carries its own energy, a unique spiritual symbolism that reflects in the characteristics and challenges we encounter throughout life. Imagine being born in January, the month marking the beginning of everything. This simple, seemingly ordinary date is a call to leadership, innovation, and the start of cycles. And what if it's April, a month of rebirth and renewal? There is much more hidden in the calendar than meets the eye. For those who are attentive, the concept of divine timing is fascinating. The fact of being born in a particular month implies exclusive gifts and challenges, like a script crafted by the Creator himself. January, for example, inspires strength, while March calls for discovery. In February, those born have a refined sense of empathy and harmony, a true peacemaker in the midst of chaos. This perspective may seem distant, but think about it. How often have you felt certain qualities are part of your essence without knowing why? Perhaps the answer lies precisely in this, in the spiritual heritage each month bestows upon us. Following this logic, it's interesting to reflect on how we can integrate these natural gifts into our everyday lives. If you feel inclined to resolve conflicts, this may be a spiritual ability to mediate in family or professional situations. If you were born in a month that values transformation, like April, explore activities that nurture this trait, such as deep meditation, spiritual retreats, or even creative pursuits like painting and writing. And it is precisely at this point that January stands as an example of divine leadership. Those born in January carry with them a unique energy of beginning and creation, almost as if they were essential elements for opening paths and illuminating trajectories. In the Bible, the first month of the year represents a new cycle, the beginning of everything, and those born in this period are seen as pioneers, those who bring with them the spirit of innovation and courage. Looking at life with eyes of discovery, they are invited to see opportunities where others see only difficulties, reminding us of the act of creation described. These individuals often stand out in environments where it is necessary to take the lead, whether in work situations or family life. With a strong ability to look ahead and make decisions, they are natural leaders, guided by the desire to create and transform. Resilience is an evident trait in them, for even in the face of obstacles, they feel they have a greater mission to fulfill, and this motivates them to keep moving forward. This call to initiate new projects can be channeled into activities that positively impact the lives of others, whether through community projects or initiatives that require vision and strategy. For those born in January, life always seems to push them toward the unknown, challenging them to lead and create the new. They are people who inspire through their actions, who pave the way for those who come after. And, in fact, for many of them, this role of leadership is almost innate, something that seems to flow naturally in every decision. In many cases, they are the ones who, without realizing it, become examples for those around them, generating transformation and serving as guides. But ultimately, how does this same strength manifest itself in those born in February? Each month of the year brings a series of unique characteristics, like a spiritual seal left on those born in it. February, for example, is usually the month of peacemakers, people with a deep empathy and sensitivity to understand the world around them. Those born this month feel naturally inclined to seek harmony, balancing conflicts and bringing tranquility wherever they go. In a group of friends or within the family, they are the ones who help calm tempers and restore peace, like a bridge that unites the people around them. March, on the other hand, instills in its natives an energy of discovery and renewal. They are restless individuals, always seeking to understand the why of things, unraveling mysteries, and exploring the unknown. These individuals tend to excel in areas where creativity and innovation are essential. This spirit of renewal means they are never content with what is simple or already known, always searching for new paths, answers, and ideas. For them, life is a constant adventure of learning, a journey in search of something great. April, in contrast, is the month of rebirth and transformation. Those born during this period tend to have an impressive ability to reinvent themselves, to rebuild in the face of adversity. They are people who face difficulties with serene courage, knowing that each challenge is a chance to become better versions of themselves. Just as nature blooms in April, those born in this month seem to blossom with each new phase, with a resilience that inspires and illuminates those around them. And this brings us to reflect on the specific missions of unique dates. Some birth dates carry even deeper symbolism, almost as if they were special touches of the divine. Dates like January 1st and December 25th, for instance, are seen as moments of great spiritual missions, reserved for souls capable of illuminating and guiding others along their journeys. Those born on the first day of the year are seen as forerunners, people who not only mark a new cycle for themselves, but for everyone around them, almost like a spiritual pioneer, opening doors to opportunities and growth. Birth on December 25th, however, has a direct connection to the story of humanity's redemption, being the date on which faith celebrates the birth of Jesus. Those born on this day are like a light, bringing with them a mission of renewal and hope, a true transformative presence. These individuals often feel the need to help, to listen, to guide. It is common for them to be drawn to social causes, volunteer work, and activities that involve caring for others, as they carry a spiritual responsibility that reflects the spirit of Christmas. Then there are other special dates throughout the year, like July 7th and May 12th, marked by a unique energy. 7 symbolizes divine perfection, and those born on this day have the ability to bring balance and wisdom to situations, helping to guide others in times of doubt. Meanwhile, May 12th, with its symbolism associated with the apostles and divine order, attracts those who have the ability to structure, guide, and unite people for a greater good. And thus, moving forward, we find an even more mystical calling. Those born under the sign of Pisces, from February 19th to March 20th, carry with them a spiritual sensitivity and an intuition that seem to go beyond the ordinary. This period is full of symbolism in Christian tradition, being represented by the fish, an icon that early Christians used to identify each other in times of persecution. Just as the symbol of Pisces represents the mystery and depth of waters, Pisceans carry a compassionate soul and a natural inclination to guide others toward the light. With their heightened intuition, Pisceans often perceive what many cannot see or understand. This gift can be used to help those who are lost or confused in their journeys. For example, in professional or personal life, Pisceans are often those friends to whom people turn in times of difficulty, seeking advice and comfort. Their ability to listen and advise without judging transforms them into pillars of support. If you are a Pisces, this gift of spiritual guidance should not be underestimated. It is a channel you can explore to offer comfort and guide those seeking purpose. Furthermore, the symbolism of the fish reminds us of the mission of these individuals as fishers of men, a call to bring people back to essence and spiritual balance. In uncertain times, Pisceans can use this intuitive strength to help others navigate turbulent waters, showing that, despite difficulties, there is always a way. In each piece of advice they offer, there is a sharing of this gift, like a flame that illuminates others' choices. Moving on to the next insights, it is interesting to observe the divine significance of numbers and birth dates. Being born on certain dates, carrying specific numbers, reveals deep layers of spiritual meaning that go far beyond a simple counting of days. For instance, being born on January 1st, the milestone of the new civil year, directly aligns with the creation story described in Genesis. Those who come into the world on this day carry the role of leader, those who bring with them the responsibility and ability to guide and inspire others toward new beginnings. It's as if in each project they start, they are reenacting the very act of creation, bringing order and purpose where uncertain. Another strong example is the number 7, associated with divine perfection, which appears on July 7th. In the Bible, God created the world in 6 days and rested on the 7th, symbolizing the peak of the creation cycle. Thus, those born on July 7th carry the ability to guide others toward fulfillment and purpose, helping them seek a greater purpose in their lives. These people, when connected with their spirituality, find strength to guide and counsel, promoting balance in relationships and even within themselves. In times of doubt or challenge, this ability to bring clarity can be a gift for those around them. Finally, we have May 12th, which resonates with the image of the 12 apostles and the structure of God's kingdom. This number symbolizes stability and divine alignment, a reminder that those born on this day have an innate capacity to build, organize, and strengthen their relationships and communities. As pillars, these people are often sought to provide a foundation of support and an organized vision for projects and plans. They keep the group united and in harmony, with a clear understanding of their role in building something that is both spiritual and lasting. This brings us finally to the importance of integrating these teachings into our daily actions. And now that you know each month and date of birth carries a unique spiritual purpose, here's the invitation. How can you apply these insights to your life? Perhaps it's time to explore that natural leadership, to embrace the call to compassion, or perhaps to guide others with that sharp intuition that always seems to point the right way. Think, if you truly embrace these gifts, how could it impact your life and those around you? Don't let this reflection pass by unnoticed. What steps can you take to live with more purpose, integrating this knowledge into your daily life? Share your experiences in the comments and tell us how this understanding connected with you. And of course, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to continue your journey of self-knowledge and spirituality, learning more with each new content.